So we in here, man. So we in here, my boy Nate, man.
Yes, sir.
Nate Earl Anderson.
That's right, Nathan Earl.
So we in here, man. So it's gonna be a different type of podcast we're gonna do right now. It's gonna be just we talking about the playoffs right now. So pre-playoffs, we're gonna talk about that. Then we're gonna do another show. We're gonna talk about the playoffs. So we'll see what's going on with this team right here. Who's gonna make it? So we could do like a series. So
yeah.
First round, second round, third round, then we go to the finals.
Okay.
So right now, I'm going to say I think it's going to be Cavs Warriors again.
Cavs Warriors?
Yeah, I think it's going to be that again.
Yeah, you know.
Because Kyrie's he's out, man.
Kyrie's out.
So to me that's the only thing that's going to give him a challenge. Because Kyrie know how they play. He gonna be hungry. He gonna get his boys ready to go. Yeah. So that's the only thing I think. Because Toronto right there, but they ain't ready. And then the Sixers, they almost there, but they ain't ready for that series.
Not ready yet. They're not ready for that playoff push yet. To have that playoff push for 3 rounds yet.
Because they ain't no experience yet. So this is going to be their first experience. They got to get that under their belt and make sure they get a little more experience. But when they get there, they're going to be something to reckon with, dude.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but the East, I'm more sure of.
Oh, okay.
The Cavs going out and getting to the finals than I am the Warriors.
Really?
Getting to the finals. I'm more sure of the Cavs. Now, just to preface that, I'm going to say this. You know, as far as the predictions and all that, you know, before we get, first of all, when we talk about the first round, we want to go the first round. We don't know what's going on. We don't know any matchups. We don't know anything right now.
We won't know until probably like the last game. Yeah. Especially the West. Because it's like 4 games. I think it's 4 teams with the same record.
Right.
And they play each other too, so it's going to be some.
So we don't know. We got to look at all the matchups. You know what I mean?
So that's why we got to do another show. So we can get, when we get everything is matched up, then we get a better.
Yeah.
Thought.
So you know, there's a lot of guessing game going on, But what I will say now, from the last, we coming off of probably the worst playoff competitive, I think, in the NBA. We coming off the worst, I think, competitive, the worst set of playoff games last season.
Really?
Would you agree? I think it was the worst competitive. I mean, you got the top 2 teams running through the playoffs.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
From last year, we're coming off the worst playoff.
Because we already knew who's gonna be in the finals.
Yeah, last year was like easy. The worst competitive run, I think, overall for the NBA. And I think we're gonna make a complete 180. My predictions, I think this is gonna be one of the most competitive series. I just feel
you mean
like
the whole, like from East and West?
Both East and West. I believe it's gonna be one of the more competitive series, playoff seasons for the NBA. That's how I feel.
I would kind of agree with you, but like I said, I just think I think it's gonna be competitive, but you already know who's gonna get there. Because to me, like I said, the Warriors, dude, I don't like the Warriors because I don't like them because how Durant went over there. I think if he went to another team like the Spurs or Celtics, this season will be dope because you don't know who will win. But you have 4 All-Stars on that team, dude. Like one person, 2 people could have an off game. But say if Clay and Durant have a good game, you gonna win the game pretty much. Say if Clay off, but Curry and Durant is on.
That's true.
Or say Durant is off, but Curry and Clay is on. Because you got Draymond, he gonna play defense. He gonna do his thing. He not a scorer.
No, 1 through 12 plays defense.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like everybody's long play defense on the Warriors, and so that's the thing. It's like
that's a good point.
That's what you really contending with. You contending with the whole lineup playing defense. Mm-hmm. Like there's no give for you. There's no give for you.
And they all can shoot. You bring in Nick Young. He gonna light you up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You bring in West. He gonna play good defense. You bring in what's the point guard Livingston. He gonna come and give you some good minutes. Cook gonna give you some good minutes, but I don't know. Is McCaw is he done or he good? Cause you see Vince almost took him out. I don't know if he's good or not though. Cause
I don't know.
I don't know either. But like I said, that's why I think is gonna. That's why my prediction is. But let's go from the standings right now. Let's see who's in the standings. So we're gonna be looking on here. So,
well, 1 and 2. on both sides locked up, right?
So Warriors and Rockets West.
Warriors and Rockets West.
And then
3's locked up too, because who's that? Portland or is it?
Portland locked up too? Yeah, that's right.
Portland
They
locked up
surprised me, dude. That's a surprise right
I'm just
there.
going off the cuff right now. I don't even know what's going on, but
That's a surprise right now. I'm trying to see because we're gonna play some little Xbox. But I'm probably trying to see how.
Yeah. So we got 1, 2, and 3 locked up in the Western Conference. We got Houston, Golden State, Portland, right? So 4 through 8, we don't know what's gonna happen. Everybody 19 games back. Everybody even.
But Utah's up in there too. Like
Utah's
like Donovan Mitchell, like, you got to give him the Rookie of the Year now. You got to give it to him.
I think you got to give it to him.
Yeah.
Because he's a true rookie. I mean, Simmons is on the other side.
He's carrying the team too.
Simmons is on the other side, and I've just on the PC tip. I feel like Mitchell is a true rookie. I feel like you have an advantage, even though you didn't play on the court for a full season. But Simmons has an advantage. I think he had an advantage of sitting on it. I feel like it's not a true rookie.
He's not. I don't think of him as a rookie. Dude, even though you didn't play, but you in an environment,
yeah,
so you know how to prepare.
Like
you know how to get your mind right. You know how to, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, how to get out there and get warmed up. So you still second year.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a rookie. I agree with that. He's not a rookie at all. So, but yeah, so like I said, Donovan Mitchell, dude, he's dope, man. So, like I said, he's carrying that team. Like you lost Joe Johnson, you lost Hood, lost somebody else.
Yeah. And
then the center, he's been out most of the whole year too. That's our best player on the team, but he's been hurt too. I forget his name. I don't know how to say his name. I don't want to mess his name up. But their center, he's the best player on the team, so he's been out. So he's been carrying the team, dude. So like I say, Rookie of the Year, I'm gonna give it to him already. So that's a done. If he don't get it, because to me the top 3 was him, Tatum, and they said like I said Simmons, but I wouldn't count Simmons. But that's a top 3 I think would be the Rookie of the Year. So
okay.
So who's the top 3 in the East right now?
Top 3, you got Toronto, Boston, and Philly. Right now, Philly has moved
Philly
up.
Number 3?
They moved up to number 3 last night with that win.
Wow.
That win against Cleveland, and you know what? I knew it was coming. I felt like it was coming. I think, LeBron felt like it was coming. That they weren't. I mean, I think they competed though. I think they competed, to be fair. But you see it coming. Looking at the schedules, comparing the schedules. If you look at Philly's schedule, the last couple weeks, I mean, it was cake. It was cakewalk. Yeah. It was cake. I mean, that 13.
But last year you wouldn't say that because the Sixers was horrible.
Sixers was horrible.
So saying they got cake, I don't. You gotta give it to them.
I'm gonna give it to them. But like I said, I feel like it was as expected. I'm gonna give it to him, but I'm gonna say I expected that. I think a lot of people, even LeBron, I feel like expected them to overtake number 3, just because. Yeah, you can look at the schedule and you look at the way they playing. You put it together, and you control their own destiny when you have that easy schedule. And their hardest game was against Cleveland, who's coming off a back-to-back.
Right. The one from yesterday?
The one from yesterday, coming off a back-to-back, and even they still had trouble with them. They scored, they scored 78 points against Cleveland in the first half.
And Embiid didn't play either, though.
Yeah, I mean,
so
but now with Embiid out, you got a lot of good, no more spacing issues. I mean, it's very smooth. The way they move that ball, they get more open shots off, and Simmons is playing like a beast without Embiid in the middle clogging up all that.
And back to Simmons possession. Though, he's real dope too because he don't have a jump shot. He can't shoot free throws.
That's why Embiid not being in there works for him.
Okay.
Better.
Okay, because he drive, penetrate the.
He got more space to make plays.
But just imagine when he get that jump shot and his free throws. He's the next, like a Durant.
I think
Because how tall is he? Like 6'7"? He's like taller than that, like 6'10".
His game favors more of a LeBron Magic type thing.
Okay, you're right.
As far as style,
facilitator, he passes the ball.
Facilitates,
okay.
You know what I mean.
I'm mad I can't get my my Wi-Fi. So
he still has a lot of ground to make up defensively.
Okay,
I feel like Simmons, to be on that level.
Okay,
as LeBron, two-way player.
But he'll get there though.
He'll get there. Yeah, I think that'll come with experience. It'll come with playoff experience, especially when you have that playoff experience, you tend to develop that intensity, that defensive intensity, I think.
So I have a question too. What do you think about they saying LeBron might go there next year?
I ain't happening. Look,
it ain't gonna happen.
Oh, it ain't happening, man. Look, it don't make no sense.
Say they get put out for. I don't want to say they ain't gonna get put out first round. Say they get put out second round.
Cleveland?
Yeah. Because if you don't have nobody coming to your team next year, you got the same team next year.
Oh, I think he's definitely out the door.
Oh, you think he's leaving then?
I think. But
he ain't going to the
door.
Sixers.
He is not going to Philly.
He ain't going to the West. He don't want the West.
You don't think so?
Nah, you don't want that because you stay in the East. Anytime you go to the East and make the playoffs, you go into the finals. You go to the West, it's gonna still be hard.
I mean, that's common. That's a common perception.
Because he ain't going to Lakers. So who are you gonna go to?
That's a common perception for anybody who is not LeBron.
Yeah.
Anybody who is not LeBron is going to think that way.
But we are.
But
talking
you got to
about LeBron,
remember
though.
that exactly.
Yeah.
So you got to remember who this guy is we talking about, and that concept of, oh well, if I move out west, I have a tougher competition. You know, he's not thinking that way, and his team is not thinking that way. They're looking at brand.
But
they're looking at the current and how the current will change once he makes his move. Because you best believe that current will change. Free agency current will change.
Yeah.
Things will change in the next year after.
Mm-hmm.
Now that year after, you're not going to see that. That current will change. LeBron moves out west. More All-Star will look out east.
Okay.
And that's how it's going with that. LeBron, he dictates the current.
Yeah, he does. That's one thing he does. So
if he does go out to L.A. or LA,
this is his last team too.
LA and LA,
because he only got like 2-3 more years the way he's playing right now.
You know, I don't know, man.
So his timetable is about to be. Yeah, you think he could play like this more years?
More than 2 years?
I'll say 3. I would say 2 or 3 years. Because he's already slowing down a little bit now. Like his defense ain't like it was.
It's easy to say that from the outside, and I look at it like this.
Well, I'm saying,
and I never played past middle school, so I ain't gonna act like I know what it is.
I'll say way. Yeah.
But at the same time, you gotta look at it like this. You know, if you look at it in between the lines, like I said, I ain't never in between the lines.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at it like this, look, that team went through so many changes,
right?
And he's carrying so much offensively.
And
he's carrying so much even behind the scenes.
That's why I say too. It's him carrying all this. That's kind of slowing. Yeah.
So now you got to remember too. You got to look at like you got to look at trends.
Okay.
And you got to look at how he performed in the playoffs before, when a team was defensively inept.
Okay.
The one that the year, what was that? The year when
you talking about Heat or Cleveland?
Cleveland.
The first time?
The first time around. Remember that team was awful.
Horrible.
But in the playoffs,
he carried them though.
In the playoffs without
the Pistons?
Without Kyrie and without Love in that playoff series when they had Deladova.
Oh yeah. They had JR. They had Shumpert.
Deladova. Man, they got like flipped the switch in the playoffs defensively.
If Shumpert and JR would have scored 8 points each that series, they would have beat the Warriors. They didn't show up. One person hooping was
Tristan Thompson.
Was Tristan Thompson? I think all that money was him and was Deladova.
Yeah.
They was the only one really like hooping.
But their defense was crazy.
Man.
But during the season, we was saying the exact same thing. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, they can't do anything.
I remember
that. And Kyrie and Love was in the lineup at that time when they was talking about how bad the defense was.
They said they no chemistry and what's going on like that. But you're right. Yeah, you're right.
So, like I said, when you understand the playoff intensity in the 7-game series, your defensive mentality will change.
And it's half court too. Offense, you can't just ain't gonna be a lot of fast breaks. The game will slow down a lot.
It's gonna slow down. And you know why it slows down?
Why?
Because the defensive intensity picks up because
That's
it's
true.
a 7-game series.
I always wondered. I said, why the game slow down in like the playoffs? But
like,
it's
I don't
more
understand.
serious,
You cannot evaluate. And coming from, okay, maybe this is where my perception is coming from as an analyst.
Okay.
Because I used to do a little data analysis for ASU back when Sindek. Back when Sindek.
Well, Harden's there?
No, he wasn't there. No, I wasn't. No, he left when they was horrible. That's when That's not good plug. But anyway, when you evaluate, you look at the tape, and they say, okay, I want to see what defense efficiency looks like with these players in, with these players out, what the matchup look like, blah blah blah. So, with that being said, when you look at trying to measure that during the regular season, it's almost impossible. Right. Because, you're looking at deflections, you're looking at all these stats, you're trying to look at all these numbers, but numbers do not tell you the defensive makeup and the chemistry. It's hard.
Your hustle and all that.
It's a different thing. It's hard to measure. And in the playoffs, you have it's a different thing. It's different aura, and we all see it. But we talk about defense and how we measure it so much during the regular season. Oh, this is a bad defensive team.
Okay. But then the playoffs,
but you can't. When you talk about the top 8 teams and you talk about defense, it's.
I think even like D Wade, he's like to me he's one of the top guards defensive wise because he has the most blocks as a guard in history in the NBA, and I think he turns it up too in the playoffs. Like hey, where are they in the playoffs right now? It's a picture. Are they in the playoffs
Miami's
or no?
in there. Oh yeah, they in there. They locked in at number 6. Well, they're not locked in, but they're at number 6 right now.
I'm trying to look on mine, but my Wi-Fi ain't helping y'all, so that's why I keep on looking at my phone because I got bad service.
Yeah, so we got here we got 1 through 8 right now in the East. We got Toronto number 1. We got Boston number 2. Philly 3. Cleveland 4. Indiana. Okay, so that's the top 4 right there. Top four is locked. It ain't moving. Top 4 right there. Okay, now 5 through 8 is going to change depending on how. Well, maybe Okay, so we got Indiana 5, Miami 6, Milwaukee 7, and Washington 8. So those playoff positions are locked, right? But the positioning is what we still talking about.
So the 19 they can't come creep up in and get it.
No,
they can't.
They eliminated.
Okay.
So Detroit is eliminated. So we got the playoff. We got the playoff teams already locked in the East. We don't know what the picture looks like, in the first round yet. We trying to figure that out. But a 7 and 8 could change easily between a game or two.
Okay.
5 and 6, they pretty much. I mean, let's see. Indiana's 10.5 back. Miami is 14.5 back. Okay.
So right now, who will Miami play? They'll play the 2 seed.
Miami is going to play the 3 seed.
The 3 seed, okay.
And that's pretty much on lock, too. I think Philly's they're not going to lose them.
But that'll be a good series, though, Miami and Sixers, though.
Yeah.
Damn, that's not a bad series right there. So, if Whiteside come and play. Because he could get with Embiid,
Yeah, so it's between 6 can change, though. You got 6, 7, and 8 that's real tight. You got 6, 7, and there's a game separation between those teams.
Okay.
6, 7, 8. And that's
your water too, man. So you need some water or
what's
something.
Up, bro.
Yeah.
I need that because right, I got this Red Bull.
Yeah, I can't, man. I have bad.
You know where we at. You know where we at, right? Yeah. You know where we at. So ain't no, I used to do coffee. I got the uppity in me. Ain't no cafes around here, bro. So I had to stop.
I feel you, man. But I know for the next one we'll have that coffee for you. So you know what I'm saying it's the least we can do.
No, you good.
So so the East, like I said, the East, I still think Cleveland. I don't think they got a big challenge. Like I said, Kyrie going down kind of messed things up a little bit, and him and Gordon going down. I think that it'll be a whole different. I don't know, man. Right now, I think with Gordon and Kyrie's healthy right now, I think they'll go to the finals.
Yeah, I
think they would go because of the team right now. But before the season started, when I seen Derrick Rose coming, D Wade came over there, I said, "Oh man." Cleveland, they got locked up right now, but they couldn't get it together. Even Isaiah Thomas coming in on there. I said it's gonna be a great team, but it didn't work out, man.
You think Isaiah with a Isaiah Thomas on Cleveland?
Yeah, I'm saying before the season started. I'm saying on paper, seeing D Wade, you see Rose, you see Isaiah Thomas, Shumpert, all those guys. We had Crowder came over there.
See what paper though?
I'm
because about the names.
That's what I mean by paper.
Oh, okay.
Because of the names. So,
namesake.
So when they came out, I'm looking like this gonna be a nice team, man. Crowder edition. You got the D Wade edition, Derrick Rose, Isaiah Thomas. Those 4 are coming over there because Kyrie was already gone. So I was like, those 4 come out, so they're gonna be straight. I say we good. But I was wrong.
Really? No, see, I looked at the names. You know what I thought? Okay, for a good 10-game scrimmage. But after that, then what?
Because I'm saying because Rose.
All these players don't play like half a season in the last 2-3 seasons. I mean, they all get hurt. I guess understand where that was coming from. I'm like, true. Really? Isaiah Thomas, really?
Yeah, that's true. But I just had
D Wade, really? How often does this dude play?
I guess I just had my hopes up. I wanted to see Kyrie leaving. I didn't understand that, man. Kyrie, why are you leaving LeBron like that, man? It's gonna be your team.
We will never know.
It's gonna be your team.
We will never know.
But some people say, "Oh, he know because he gonna get Chris Paul next year and all that." I'm like, nah, man, that wasn't gonna happen, man. It's gonna be his team, man. So he said he wanted his own team because he got Chris Paul. But I know Chris. I thought Chris Paul was gonna come over too. I don't know if he really
cared about having his own team.
You don't think so?
Nah, I think he just wanted to be in a good situation
in the future
where he could win.
Okay.
I think he wanted to win. I think he's seen the writing on the walls. It's Cleveland. After
that, this game on too. Go ahead.
I feel like I think he's seen it. I think he's seen. Hey, after this year, Cleveland. It's so up in the air. We don't know what's gonna happen. That could be a lottery team like in another year and a half. You know what I'm saying? Because he felt like LeBron was leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that was the bottom line. He felt like LeBron was leaving.
You think he would have left though if Kyrie would have stayed though? I think he wouldn't. I don't think he would leave.
LeBron?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna leave.
Nah, I think he was. I think he had. I think he felt like LeBron was leaving.
Okay.
And I felt like his agents. Look, that's the only thing that makes sense to me.
So if Kyrie Irving was still there right now, you think he still was gonna leave Kyrie and go somewhere else?
What, you mean LeBron? Yeah. I felt like he was leaving. I think.
But why would you do it to that city again though? Why would you do him like that though?
Who's doing who like what?
Like why would you? I'm saying why would you leave them again?
Who's doing who like what? I mean, didn't he win them a
championship? It's true. You're right. He did.
Sorry.
He could do it. He broke your ring. You got you. Your first ring ever.
Who's doing
I got
like
it.
what?
I got it.
Come on, man.
That makes sense. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I don't know, man. Look.
But like before we go,
man.
Keep going. So
business, man.
Before we keep going, so where you think he's gonna go next year then? You say I don't think he's gonna leave now. I think he'll stay if he gets somebody else to come help out. Where do you think he'll go though? I don't think he'll go to the Lakers.
I think he's going to the Lakers.
With Paul George?
Mm-hmm.
They got the money.
Yeah.
I didn't think he would go. Like I said, because they got money to get two stars. The Lakers do. I thought they would get Paul George and they would get DeMarcus Cousins. I didn't think LeBron would go there. You don't think it'd be too much pressure going? Because you gonna really have
you
to,
want the pressure. You want the pressure. The pressure is good for your brand. Listen, you don't want to pull a Kevin Durant.
Okay.
A Kevin Durant to mess up your brand. You don't want the lack of pressure. The pressure brings more it brings more fuel to the fire, and you want that. He wants to be relevant. And I don't think you're going to be relevant just going to like a Houston or, you know what I'm saying, or a contender who's already, or Philly.
I think you'd be relevant, but I don't think it probably won't be as big because the Lakers their history with getting championship. But I think going to Houston it would be.
You give him some relevancy?
I think so.
I mean, it give him some, but he's not going to have that LeBron relevancy. He's going to be on a team with
two other superstars
with MVP. He's going to be on a team with the MVP. He's going to be on a team, with his buddy.
Oh, so you saying James Harden already won MVP already? It's locked up.
It's locked up. That's not who I would vote for.
Who are you going with? LeBron?
Yes. You kidding me? You kidding me?
Yeah, his 15-year hooping like this.
You kidding me?
But you gotta get. The reason why you gotta give it to James Harden, he been in the runner up the last 3 years. And this year
exactly, it's politics, man. And
but this year he's balling though. This year, man.
You know how listen to how you said it. He's balling. You know what I mean?
But
he's balling.
But you
gotta give it to him. He's runner up.
But you give it to LeBron every year. Then you're gonna do that though.
Well, look, I'm not talking about every year. I'm talking about this year, and clearly. Look, the only two stat lines that people bring up when they defend James Harden, other than, your argument of Well, he's runner up. It's points per game and wins.
Okay.
Very, very cool. That's cool. That's cool. But then when you talk about the reasons why he got, the points, the points per game, and he's freed up. He's freed up to ball
Gotcha.
because he has the wins. And the reason why he wins is because he has the support around him. He probably has the coach of the year. He probably got the coach of the year and D'Antoni, the offensive genius. And you got Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? That's nobody sneezes at. You know what I mean? And then you got these long defensive shooters all around you, who's been in the playoffs and has experience.
Yeah.
And so you know what I mean. So you look what's around him, right? And to me, in my eyes, I give him the nod for that. He's balling. I'm gonna say it just like you. Yeah, he's balling.
And that offense he's running right now too. That helps a lot too.
And it all comes down to definition. How are you defining the most valuable player? How are you defining that title MVP? Now, if we go off the trends, you give it to Harden because what MVP really is, it's just a campaign. It's a campaign who had the best
regular season
in their retrospect.
Yeah, because
you can't say his season was better than LeBron's when you look at all the entire game and what they had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? LeBron ain't lost. He ain't played. He had to play every game.
Yeah, he lost a lot. He got a whole new team right now.
Right now, and about two other times in that, you know what I'm saying, in the same season. He lost Kyrie in the offseason.
Yeah. Dang, you making some good points, man. You making some good points.
He lost his coach, mid-season. I mean, what else do you need? I mean, and then you want to talk about stat line. You want to talk about stat categories. Look at every other stat category other than points per game. You know what I'm saying? And what he's doing for his team.
And again, this is 15 years.
And all you got to do, can you imagine that season without 2 or 3 games without LeBron? You know what I mean? I'm just, man. Anyway, that's just my. But I think it is locked up though. Let's get into it.
We gonna do a little plan, y'all. So we gonna show like third quarter. We gonna play table right now. So I'm gonna get you to turn. You gotta turn it on.
What I gotta do? Oh, I know that. I got one of these.
So yeah, we're gonna play some 2K right now. He's an NBA Live guy, he said. So but I always play my part. I don't never play the regular game on here. So we both gonna be kind of rusty on here. So we're gonna play the first 2 quarters. We're gonna play the first 2 quarters. I think it's
Who's
back.
Who's me?
You can do it back here to change your team.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to go. So we're gonna play the first 2 quarters, y'all. Then the third and fourth quarter, we're gonna see what the score is. We're gonna show y'all how we playing. We're gonna connect to it. So I don't know. You could play old school. We could play new school.
Okay.
Or however you want to do it. So just look at your team. Just keep going until you find some team, and then I pick out. I pick after how you do your teams.
Okay. All right.
So yeah. So man. So like I said, I think my team is OKC, and we in some trouble right now, man. I think we're gonna lose Paul George. I think you watch him play. He ain't into it like he. You know what I'm saying? He ain't into like he should be doing. So I think he gonna be gone. So next year, I think Miller gonna stay. Cause I think it's a good fit for him. But I think we need we got a big man. We got Steven Adams. We don't need like a Booker Cousins. We don't need him like that. I think we need another shooter and like a power forward. And put Carl Miller back at the 3.
Okay.
And get like a nice. He ain't gotta be a star, but get a dude that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing. And we need another shooting guard, a true shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I wish we'd have kept Reggie Jackson and put Russ at the 2. That would have been a good little thing. But I think right now in his career, I think it's too late for Russ to go to the 2. So he gonna stay the 1. So we get a nice a cool shooting guard and a cool power forward. I think OKC gonna be all right. Cause Steven Adams, he's on his 3rd year, you know what I'm saying? Russ, he's doing this thing. So we don't want like a rookie. We need somebody that's been playing a little while. So I don't know who's out there. We can get like a good 2 guard and a good power forward.
Yeah, it's like I said,
'Cause I think DeMarcus Cousins, I want him, but I think him in New Orleans, him in New Orleans and Chris Paul going to the Rockets, that surprised me. Because those 2 point guards pretty much, and you got those 2 centers playing on the same team. I think ain't going to work. But the New Orleans, they work for them.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the James Harden and Chris Paul thing, I thought Chris Paul would be leaving after 1 year because he only signed 1 year.
See, this is the thing. Now, I know you're an OKC fan.
Yeah.
Right? The whole New Orleans trade, that was isolated.
Are you going to go with the Utah?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Utah.
Okay.
I feel like that was isolated. What I mean by that is, it was a trade, in the midseason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas now you're talking about OKC and what they may look like. It's all indicative of what LeBron does.
Okay.
Everything is connected. So, now you got to look at where Paul George is going to go. Or, if Chris Paul, is he going to stay? Of course he's going to stay.
Oh, yeah, he got to stay.
And then, so you got to look at all these free agents. And so everybody's waiting, looking over here, at Cleveland and say, okay, what's the dude going to do?
Yeah.
And, I don't know how they cahoot, you know what I'm saying, they're players. So I don't know what they talk about.
They friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on. They're probably still competing and all that stuff. At the same time, they may be doing the whole, I don't know. Who knows?
I think they know, like right now, I think they know what they're going to do too. I think they talk to each other. They know, I'm coming to Houston next year. I'm coming to LA next year.
Now? Before the playoffs start?
Yeah, I think they do.
Okay, I'll tell you this though. I'll tell you this.
Well, they don't know for sure, but they have an idea. Like either I'm going to Houston at 60%, I'm going to Houston, and 30% I'm going to LA, or another 10% I'm going somewhere else. I think it's like that.
You think so?
And to me, right now, I think I think he's gonna stay next year. But I think if he does leave, it's like, I think it's like 50-40. It's like 50 he'll go to Houston and 40 he'll go to LA.
He ain't going to Houston.
You don't think so? Chris Paul's over there. That's his boy. One's Banana Boat Brothers.
I don't think it makes sense for him.
Yeah, you're right, because they both, because the way he play, he gotta have the ball in his hand. You already got 2 people that gonna hog the ball, so you right. That ain't gonna work.
Listen,
that ain't gonna work. So you right.
I would like to see him with a system coach. And
so you think Luke Walton is a system coach?
I think he's more of a system coach than
Tyronn Lue.
Oh yeah.
And D'Antoni. D'Antoni's a system coach.
This is just who I wanna. It's true. This is who I just want. I want to see.
Okay.
I would like to see, like I said, somebody like a Pop or a Carlisle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because he never had a coach his whole career. Yeah. A real coach. He had Mike Brown. He was a rookie coach. He had Spoelstra, but he just got thrown in there. He wasn't a true coach. He's a yes man. And then he Tyronn Lue. He a yes man.
Like I said, I was if we in thinking out the box, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What if you could get Cleveland? What if you get Popovich? What if you make a trade for Pop?
Pop ain't going nowhere. But what I'm thinking
I don't know. Listen.
What I'm thinking is what we just, I need a 2 guard. Will be dope to have next year. If Paul George leave, Kawhi come to OKC.
Well, see if who,
because he's leaving San Antonio too. I think.
You think he's actually leaving?
Like, you got Tony Parker and Ginobili talking like that. That's supposed to be your boys, your mentors.
I definitely think something going on that we don't know about.
Like, he can play right now.
Like, I feel like there's something going on because of all this, like, did I do something?
No, you good. We good. We ready to play. So,
I don't know, man. I feel like there's something going on where I think the San Antonio Spurs know more.
Yeah.
I think they know something.
Yeah. But I think it has to do
who's coming over there or not coming over there.
Right.
And I think they are trying to free Kawhi up for some reason. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Wait, why? But
don't know what maybe they got something cooking behind the scenes.
Right.
Maybe they got something cooking.
And maybe Kawhi figured and found out about it.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, okay, y'all doing that? That's why I ain't playing then.
Right.
Yeah. That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
It has to be something.
Something cooking.
He
all this free agency
something.
stuff going on.
Yeah, he knows something.
And all these players on something's going down.
Yeah. And Kawhi found out about it. Kawhi said, since y'all gonna do that, I ain't playing for y'all this year.
Yeah.
Because he could have came back by now.
Yeah.
Easy came back by now, but he ain't gonna come back. So yeah, we're gonna play. So I picked Portland Trailblazers, and he picked Utah Jazz. So we gonna, like I said, we gonna play the first 2 quarters and see how it goes. Then we'll invite y'all in, so y'all can see some of how we playing. So, but yeah, I you right about that. It's something going on, and I think he found out about it. He's like, I ain't gonna play this year. He knows, dude. Yeah. He knows what's going on.
Oh yeah.
So the team we playing, like we were talking about Donovan Mitchell. So he gonna play with Donovan Mitchell. I'm gonna play with Portland Trailblazers, and both these teams are pretty much gonna make the playoffs. And for the Trailblazers, like I say, it surprised me, dude. Number 3 locked up like that. That's a big move from last year.
Oh, yeah.
And they finally giving Damian Lillard some respect this year. He made the All-Star team for the first time, which he should have made at least twice, but at least 3 times already.
Mm-hmm.
So they show him a little respect. So he got a little swag on him. He a rapper, do a little thing, you know what I'm saying? He a little thug dizzle. And CJ McCollum, dude, I really like him, dude. I would love him in OKC too if he could get out of there. Yeah. He's a good. He's that. He's not a superstar, but he's a star though.
McCollum, yeah, I like McCollum.
Yeah, I like. He got a good shot. So
what's going on in Washington? What's that deal, man? What's that backcourt? What is it contracts?
It's a good backcourt, but it's just that.
I mean, what's their situation? Is there? I mean, what they got up on their contract? Like I know, because if you Washington, you gotta be looking like, man, it ain't nothing happening.
Ain't nothing happening. You're right. Ain't nothing going to happen
here, man. Because you gotta look at Bill. You gotta look at that. You gotta, what's going on here?
And I would like to see Bill get out of there too. That's another. He's another shooting guard that could go to OKC. All these shooting guards that we thinking about, talking, it could happen. So
right.
But like you said, I don't think there's nothing going on there though. There's nothing going on there, dude. So they need to break it up and get. Like I said, I would get Bradley Beal. Let him get out there and do something. Let him win but John Wall ain't that old either though. They about the same, maybe a year apart or something. I think.
Are they?
I think we gotta look that up. So that's another thing. I'm gonna have to on this podcast, man. If you guys listening to this, I need a camera person in here to help me out, and I need a person in here to look up stats and do Facebook Live for me like that. So you guys looking at this, man. We need that, man. So I need some different shots, on the camera. And I'll give you a little something. I ain't gonna pay you a lot. You know what I'm saying? Cause this podcast, I ain't getting paid to do this podcast. So you know what I'm saying. But if you're a person that want to do some camera work, man, I'll give you a little something in here. It help my podcast out a little bit more.
Yeah. So hey, I like what you're doing, man. It's cool, it's a cool little outlet. I listen to a lot of sports radio, sports talk, and NPR and stuff like that, and
I think we could do the same thing, dude. Give our perspective of it, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And I think especially when it's, I don't know, I still feel like it's us. We talk about sports, we talk about everybody. There's a lot of sports out there. Don't get me wrong, but we know what the top sports are.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's us, and I feel like, I'd rather us talk about it. Not rather, but it's just.
And when you say us, what you mean by us? I know what you mean, but let people know what you mean by us.
Well, it's just the people who are involved in actually playing the sport. We know it's predominantly black.
Exactly.
And when black folks talk about it, I don't feel like there's enough of us talking about us. Right. You feel me?
And also the age group too. I think our generation. Cause you look on TV. It's not about ain't nobody really our age that's on main TV that's talking about this. Think about it. I think Jalen Rose might be the youngest one that's talking, and then it's black and know what he's talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
So
this is a good out. I like I gotta get this jumper right, man. It's hard.
I can't get my jumper.
It's kind of hard to shoot jumpers on this game.
Yeah, it make it realistic on this mug, man. You gotta know that shot. I guess that form and everything. But like who you listen to like sports radio? Who you like? I like Jalen Jacoby. I like them.
Yeah, I like Jalen Jacoby. The ones I like, they don't last long sometimes, And like I said, they're not all like black that I like. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it would be nice to see, to hear, I like what Bomani. You remember Bomani?
Oh yeah,
Bomani was on there.
He on no more?
No.
I thought he's on ESPN, isn't he?
He's still with ESPN, but he don't have his own talk show no more.
Oh, okay.
He used to have his own talk show.
Oh.
He used to have his own talk show, man. It was I love that.
Yeah, Bomani was good.
I like Bomani. He was real good. I
didn't know he was on there. I ain't listened to him in a while, but I thought he was still on there. So he gone.
No,
so
he's not on there no more. I don't know what he's doing.
So Bomani, man, we got a job opening down here, man. You got another seat over here. You want to come and help us out, man? Talk about. Cause what I want to do though, Nate, man, since we talking about this, man, and sports coming up, and sports are always on TV. Dude, we should do like a. If you get the time, man, we should do some like a weekly thing, dude.
Yeah.
Talking about especially playoffs coming up. We could start with that, and then cause you do football too, right?
Oh yeah.
So who's your football team?
I'm from Kansas, man. I'm a sports analyst. It's hard for me to be a fan.
But who you like though? Like who's the team? Rock with? Yeah, who's the team you don't have to be your favorite team, but who's the team you like is up and coming right now? Who you roll with? I go with my America's team. You know who that is. I ain't got to say their name. You already know.
Okay.
I'm from Texas too, so that's some of it though.
Okay, yeah. Oh man, I used to rock with the Niners a lot, but then we had the whole Kaepernick thing. I don't rock with them no more.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. That's another subject all by itself.
Right. So, man, I don't know, man. It's tough, man. I do.
You don't go to the Cardinals?
The who?
The Cardinals.
Nah.
You said like, nah, I ain't rocking with them.
I mean, I do rock with the Diamondbacks, though.
Okay.
I do rock with the Diamondbacks because, they
and
have...
you hooping. He got me down 13-4, y'all. He talking about he don't know how to play, man. And this is my game. I'm getting blew out.
I never played this game forever.
So Diamondbacks. And when you came in, you was talking about you came from your son's game playing baseball. So
yeah.
Did they win?
They did, man. They with pretty. Oh wow, Nate, what are you doing? They played. They won. I don't know. It was like 13-0.
Wow, and baseball, that's football numbers right there.
Well, he's playing in the minors, so it's the kid pitch.
So matter of fact, let's get shout out to your son. What say his name?
Jaleb. He plays catcher, primarily catcher. He plays about 3.
That's a good position. You gotta be quick.
Yeah. He plays catcher. He likes catcher. He plays left field, and he also plays shortstop.
How is he on the at the bat?
Oh man, he's good. And you know what? He has a nice, smooth Ken Griffey Jr. type swing.
Like that.
In a let's see, Goldschmidt. He has a nice. His stance is like Goldschmidt. His swing is like Ken Griffey.
Okay, gotcha.
So
that's way before his time. He don't know nothing about no Ken Griffey, man.
Well, he watched a lot of highlights. You know how kids do, man.
He's my favorite baseball player of all times.
Ken Griffey.
Him and Dion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my because Griffey. They don't talk about Griffey enough for me, dude. And Griffey was a monster in baseball.
He was a monster. You know what?
Like he don't get his due to me, man. Is he in the Hall of Fame yet?
I'm not sure.
They don't give Griffey his due, man. Griffey was a monster, man. Especially he put fear in people in Seattle, man. He played for the Reds a little bit. But that was when he was already done. But he played for the Seattle Mariners, man. He was a beast. Did he play with Ichiro? Or he was already gone.
I have no idea.
I heard Ichiro talking about coming back and playing.
He is playing right now.
He is? Yeah. Well, he's what, 40 something?
45, something like that. 44. Yeah.
How you think he gonna do?
I like Ichiro because he has these different mannerisms, man. I think he does all right.
Because he was known, he was real quick and everything. I don't know he gonna still be quick at 45 though.
Nah. But I like Ichiro, man.
Man, so we went from basketball, we went to now to my baseball, man. It's gonna be our sports talk segment, man.
Yeah, we gonna be more organized. We come here more. We gonna be more less random,
So
of course,
this is because right now, dude, we had 44 minutes. We just talking in here, man. Yeah. And I changed the name of the show, man, because it was we just talking. But I looked it up, man. I had another guy. He got the same show, and he just started too. So I'm gonna still keep we just talking part, but it's gonna be the subtitle. So the name of the show gonna be the Maarcus Hall Podcast.
Okay,
that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, we ain't just talking about different things. So we were talking about the playoff thing. So, like I said, I think Portland. I think they'll go to the second round. Whoever they play first. I think they might play Portland first too. As I'm thinking about it, they might play them first, and they'll beat Utah. They'll make the second round. But after that, I don't know if they get past the second round though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll see. It's like I said, it's a lot of variation going on right now.
So what you think about Denver?
They could not make it.
Yeah, but that's true too. They in the AC right now. I like
what's it, Jokic? What is it?
Jokic. Yeah, it's
like
spelled with a J, but it's like Jokic.
It reminds me of Tim Duncan.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think he a little more athletic though than Tim Duncan was.
You think?
He's a better shooter too. Cause Tim Duncan's my favorite of all time, but he was more of a down post player. He wasn't shooting threes. Cause don't Jokic, he be shooting threes and stuff, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, he a different style, but I guess you would say his fundamentals is more like Tim Duncan.
Yeah, it reminds me he's not
too flashy.
He doesn't flash his well. I felt like Tim Duncan had athleticism, he just didn't flash it.
Right. I think he did more of his first couple of years in the NBA. He'll dunk on you. You know what I'm saying? He show no emotion though. He'll dunk on you and he's run down the court like nothing happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-oh. CJ, come CJ. That wasn't no foul?
It is not easy.
I mean, he knocked me out. I think I have it on hard too. That's another reason. I don't play on easy. That's probably why it's doing that too.
Okay, yeah.
My boys, shout out to my boy Tayshawn, Reggae, Mike. We call him Reggae, but he's from Hawaii. My boy Sean the shooter. Shout out to him. My other boy Big. He be on the game a lot. And yeah, so that's our team, man. I'm forgetting somebody though. I think
Sean,
Tayshawn. Yeah, I think I am too. No, you can't shoot. Sean, Tayshawn, Big, Mike. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. I'm sorry, man. I'm forgetting somebody, man. But yeah, that's our crew. But yeah, we be on the game, man, a lot.
Oh,
so
word?
yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, we play a park though. It's like you create your own player and you play with that one person. You don't play like a team thing like here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I noticed they got like them online stuff going on.
Yeah, that's what we play online.
Stuff.
Yeah, in the park.
Okay.
It's pretty fun.
Okay.
But yeah, so
yeah, this is more sophisticated.
Who's another team in the playoff we ain't talked about? It's gonna make the playoffs in the West. So we got Houston, we got Golden State, we got Portland, Denver, OKC. We forgetting about somebody.
See, a lot of this stuff. Well, in the West.
Yeah.
Did we talk about? We always everybody forgets about San Antonio. Is that?
Duh.
San Antonio and New Orleans. Those two teams, everybody forgets about.
But New Orleans, they gonna make the playoffs?
Yeah, they could.
That'd be dope. And then that's another thing about we're gonna talk about Anthony Davis. Don't get enough credit, I don't think, because I think he's like one of the best. I think he is the best big man in the league. Oh, I missed that.
You know who I've been trying to get on a little sports show, because I always talk. We talking about my wife. We always talk about you should do sports show, man. You watch sports all the time, talking sports. You be knowing more than an analyst. That's like you right. We need to start something.
Yeah.
But you know who knows a lot.
Who's that?
Who you don't give some more credit is my nephew. You know my nephew Dior.
Oh, definitely Dior.
Dior.
You need to watch this, Dior.
Dior.
Look at the camera, Dior. You're going to be on here. You're going to see a seat right over here,
I told him I was going to be on here. He's like, yeah, I want to watch that. So I'm giving a shout out.
Dior, dude. Dior is. But Dior been smart since he was. I first moved out here, Dior, I think, was 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah.
And he knew a lot about cars.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
you can see any car, dude, driving down. He'll know what kind of car it is, dude. Yep. So Dior, I know you still big about cars, but yeah, our next one when we do the playoff thing, Nate, I'll pick him up or you pick him up.
Yeah,
we're gonna have Dior on here for sure.
Get
his perspective about it. I can't even talk right now, but he'll definitely be on here, man. Cause he knows a lot. He said, "What is he a junior this year or?"
Yeah, he's a junior this year.
Okay, yeah. So
he trying to get his ball on.
Yeah, he can ball left-handed too.
Yeah,
he's left-handed, man. So yeah, he threw his thing, and he's like a more of a. Last time I seen him play, he's more like a big man. But he can handle the ball though.
Yeah. He
so he can. He's like a Simmons, like a LeBron. You know what I'm saying? You look at him, you don't think he can handle the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So and then being left-handed, that's kind of an advantage for him.
I'm gonna get one of these jumpers.
Yeah, we gonna like I said, like the third quarter when we'll show it. We'll be good by then. So yeah, but Dior definitely you gonna be on here, but that's my nephew, man. That's family right there. So yeah, so yeah, like I said, I think Kawhi, man, the Spurs gonna make the playoff, but I don't think he gonna play this year. I think he's done this year. Like I said, I think something happened, and we gonna figure out. But the reason why we don't know, he don't talk.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
so he not a talker, so he not gonna say anything what happened. When it comes out, it'll be somebody on the team gonna say something about it, like Ginobili or Parker might say what happened, but Kawhi not gonna say what happened. But I think he's gone though.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be out of there next year. But like I said, I think him going with LeBron somewhere, him going to Houston, that'll be dope. Think he'll fit in with Houston? Cause he don't need the ball in his hand.
With Kawhi?
Yeah.
Kawhi would fit anywhere, man.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Kawhi fit anywhere. I think he'll play. He'll accept the role and all this other stuff.
Oh.
You know, come on, make the shot.
Oh, come on, man. But yeah, I love doing this kind of stuff, man. I love the podcast, man. Like I said, I listen to podcasts more than anything because you could listen, you could be working out,
Yeah.
you could be driving down the street. You know what I'm saying? So the podcast, that's a new thing now, dude. It's like the new radio now. Because you think about it, you don't listen to radio really like that, you know, that you listen to in the morning time.
Yeah.
But this is a podcast, you can listen to it any time in the day, man. So
Right. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. You know, and then you can do the video.
Right.
I don't know if they.
I'm doing both of them. I do the video and I do the audio.
I don't know what.
So like I said, we on Apple Podcasts, we on SoundCloud, we on Instagram, we on Facebook and YouTube.
That's what's up.
So yeah, we doing that. Like I said, this is on my officially my 4th episode right here. So like I said, give me like 2 or 3 years, I'm gonna be really good at it, man.
There
so
you go.
like I said, I ain't the best talker, you know, but I love talking about sports. So you be in the barbershop, giving all your knowledge, man.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Now I can save it now, you know, archive it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like me saying, I think LeBron gonna stay in Cleveland. You say he ain't. We gonna know next year, and we could go back to the episode like who was right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So.
you know, he could, you could be right. You know what I'm saying? I would like for you to be right. You know what I'm saying? I would like.
But
to see.
like I say, it depends on the outcome. If he go to the finals this year, he gonna stay. But if he get put out the second round, I think he's out of there. Like I say, unless they bring some more heat in there, because like I said, who out there? You know what I'm saying?
You don't know. You know, we could talk about another guard. I mean, it's got to be a strong guard.
A strong
it's gotta
guard.
be a Damian Lillard build type. You know,
Yeah,
somebody like that. If you
or like a
trade,
Bradley
get
Beal.
him, you know what I'm
Bradley
saying?
Beal come over and help him out, or Kawhi come over there. It gotta be a star though.
Yeah,
You
it
can't be no average player.
Yeah, you know, and it's got to happen quick.
Yeah.
So like I said, the second round probably wouldn't be too, not a bad strategy from the exit.
Yeah,
So he got
that's a bust. If you go,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
can put out the second round. That's a bust.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what I mean. But I'm saying Cleveland, you looking at it like in a different way. You're like, okay, now we need to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can go to work. They're probably working right now, but it's hard to work right now because people are competing. Teams are competing. The agents are working, of course, behind the scenes. Like I said, and I think that's where you got to look at all this, unknown stuff, injuries happening everywhere. And you got to look at, are the agents actually working behind the scenes right now?
Yeah,
Is that what's
yeah,
going on?
yeah.
Because you know what I mean? You don't know because all these rules and that's coming down.
It's so many rules and stuff, man.
So you got to fake it with the injuries almost. You know what I mean? You're like,
I think I think they get injured, but I don't think they hurt like that though. Like right now, Steph Curry.
Yeah,
I don't think he that hurt.
Come on,
He getting rest.
You had the top 4 players out at the same time. The last one. You
they
kidding
resting
me?
up, dude. they did it around the same time. They know Houston was hooping. They said, okay, they for real. So let's get some rest right now. They know what they doing, dude.
Right.
But he did the same thing last year. He didn't play the first round last year.
Right.
So he getting all the rest he can, dude.
Come on now.
He know he gonna need that rest for Houston, man.
Yeah.
So I would love to see Houston beat them, but I don't think they're gonna beat them though, man. I want to see Houston do it, but I think they one piece away from doing it though.
Yeah.
So I think next year Clay gonna be gone next year from out of there. Like Clay could go to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, someone's going to go.
I think he gonna want some more money, man. And he doesn't get enough shots either. You know what I'm saying? Like Durant, dang. Like Durant and Curry taking all these shots, man. This dude scored 60 points in one quarter. Was it? Oh no, it was 30. Was it? No, he won 60 in one quarter. It was like 37 in one quarter.
Talking about Clay?
Yeah. Remember like last
He had a
2
60-point game.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but it wasn't in one quarter though.
He did have like a half that was like ridiculous. I think it was a quarter.
Was it 16 and a quarter? Yeah, like I said, we
no,
need somebody.
It wasn't 16 and a quarter.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think it was like 37 and a quarter.
It was ridiculous like that.
But like we need, like I said, we need somebody in here like Dior. You might be that guy, dude. Look up stats. You know what I'm saying? Let us know if you're right or wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I was talking to him yesterday. It's like, man, we gonna get you in here, man.
Yeah, definitely. So that's a lock in. I'm glad you even brought him up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have him looking up stats. I know he knows that kind of stuff. Like he's sitting right here. He'll know the exact number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we have him in here. So we definitely gonna do that, dude. So we going to halftime. Let me hook this up to the switcher right quick, so we can like I can see us play too. So what's another topic? So who else in the East we ain't talked about yet?
Okay, so all right, so we talked about East, West, regular season, last 2 games. We talked about MVP, playoff predictions. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Like, we can talk about perspective, man. Like, just critiquing, like, the different takes, on a player like, say, LeBron James, right? Because he's like a hot topic. You can't go a day without talking about him.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to me to hear the takes on him from non-players and quote unquote analysts.
Okay.
And radio personalities. Like I was speaking on it earlier. It's just nice to hear us talking about us, because when you get, I was listening to, I think it was I don't know his name, and I ain't gonna call him out anyway, but it was a radio personality.
Okay.
And he had that very country hickish type of slang,
okay,
whatever.
Yeah.
But he had this perspective on the game last night and how LeBron behaved after the game when they lost and they missed them free throws. He had, what I'm saying? So he's like, oh man, he's ready to go. You know what I mean? And he, you know what I'm saying? And what do you think his teammates felt when he was hugging, Simmons and all this other stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like,
trying
really?
To start stuff.
Really? You know what I mean?
Like he don't know it.
Really?
His best friend is Simmons' agent.
Yeah, I mean,
so they have a relationship.
Right.
They see each other, so it just
right. You know what I mean? So then that's what irks me. That's why I like, when we talk about us doing like a show, that's why I think it's needed, because it's just it feels good to be able to talk about.
And I think this will be big too, dude. I think because it's something different. Like, who's out there right now that's doing what we're doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, we doing the audio part and doing the video part. So I think this could be something good, dude. I think, like I said, we get some training in there, dude. We can definitely do that for real. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, so what was his? So it was his take, like he shouldn't have been doing that, and he's about to be leaving.
Pretty much is like, it must rub his teammates the wrong way, and his teammates got to send a bad message to them and let them know he's checked out and he's not competing. I'm like, you kidding me? Have you seen this dude play the last 2? I mean, this dude is averaging like 30 plus points, almost a triple double the last few months of the season. Are you kidding me? This dude is doing.
So yeah, so we're gonna
really. That's
gonna show y'all
take on
the third quarter, a little bit of third quarter, and we're gonna get back to the camera. But yeah, but that's crazy though. Yeah, again, he has Utah. I got Portland. That should give you that finish though. He should have finished that one.
Ooh. I know what happened there.
Oh,
okay.
Shoot, Nurkic.
All right.
But yeah, but them people, man, I don't know what they're talking about, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's on ESPN. It's not like So anyway, but yeah, so I don't know what else. Let's see.
Hey, who's the last team we was talking about in the East that we ain't talked about as making the playoffs? Like, the Celtics gonna make it, but they gonna get put out first round though.
You think so? They play. They right now they can play Miami, Milwaukee, or Washington. The last 3 plays.
Oh, so where's Milwaukee at right now?
Right now, Milwaukee's at 7. So they would play Milwaukee right now.
Yeah, they could probably be. I don't know, because the Greek Freak, man, that dude's a baller, man. What you think about the Greek Freak?
I like him.
Yeah.
I like him.
I think if he was somewhere else, I think he'd be talked about more. But he talks about enough now. But I think being in Milwaukee, it's like, Milwaukee ain't no. Is Milwaukee considered a is it considered a small market?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he's in a small market right now too. If he was like in New York somewhere or LA, I think he'd be talked about a whole lot more.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good little take right there. We're gonna show a little bit more, and then we're gonna get back to the live feed, man.
Yeah, because I'm horrible. I'm embarrassing myself. So
Yeah,
I want y'all to see this.
I'm glad I'm winning on why we showing it right now.
Yeah, I want y'all to see this.
Oh, he open right there.
Give me that. Give me that, Mitch. Just go ahead
dunk.
and take it, Mitch. Just go ahead and take it. Don't even play around with him.
Yeah. So we're gonna get to. Let's get to about the 350 mark, and then we'll turn it out. We'll finish after we got the podcast. Oh, he going in strong. Look at him, Nurkic. But yeah, so the Greek Freak, man, I like him, man. I think he gonna be the one of the up becoming NBA players. You know what I'm saying? So like when LeBron's gone, you know what I'm saying? We still have Durant, the Greek Freak. We have Simmons. We have Embiid. So that down mentor like we're looking at right now. You know what I'm saying? So those guys still be in the league. Kevin Durant, Westbrook. So I think the NBA will be still be in some good hands. After the LeBron is gone, because right now, we lost Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Kobe. It's kind of weird. Kobe gone after 20 years. Like I grew up pretty much with Kobe and playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? So him being gone, man. So I tell people, he's my sixth man of my top five. And that's what we're gonna have you do your top five too. Cause my top five of all time. My center was Akeem Olajuwon, because I'm from Texas. I gotta go with Akeem Olajuwon. Okay. And then I went with Tim Duncan as my power forward. Okay. And then I went with LeBron, easy. Before LeBron, it was Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't kick them. He didn't kick Larry Bird out small forward. And to me, I would put Scottie Pippen in front of Larry Bird. Okay. But so my small forward LeBron, then my two guards is MJ. That's easy. Okay. Then Magic is my point guard, and then my sixth man I would put Kobe in my sixth man. So who'll be your all time?
All right. First of all, let me ask you this. Now, what generation we got? I think we should define for the people what generation you're from your perspective.
Oh, okay.
So how like age? I don't know if you.
Cause I'm 30. I'm 32.
32. Okay, so like, cause you mentioned growing up watching Kobe, so that's why I asked that. And
but I watched a little before. When I really started watching basketball, it was when Anthony Hardaway was on the Magic. That's what intrigued me to get really into basketball. Okay. And they had Nick Anderson, they had Shaq. You know what I'm saying? So that was like around like 95, I would say. That's when I was watching. I watched before then, but that's when I was watching basketball. I knew what I was watching. You know what I'm saying? So that was like, I think that I'll say like mid 90s, I would say. Right. So okay. So what's your
era?
Right.
So I'm 38.
Okay.
So I turned 39 this year, and so I grew up watching, of course, Jordan. Mm-hmm. And I watched him. I watched him win all the titles. Right. I watched. I've watched. I started out watching Barkley in Philly. Dr. J.
So that's
last
before
year.
I watched Barkley and he's in Sun. So you watched me before my
so
time.
Dr. J. That's when I remember that season. That season starting off, Dr. J's last season. Okay. So my top five. By the way, you mentioned. I remember watching one of your shows about your favorite player being Perkins.
Oh yeah, that's my high school buddy, man. So I gotta go with him.
My favorite player was Charles Barkley when I was a young
really
man. That Charles Barkley was my favorite player for a long time, and as a kid, and let's see my top five. Man,
start your center.
Also, we going positions. Okay, by position. So this is like a all team type of
all time
list.
Yeah, starting
like
five.
An all team list. Okay, all team list because my top five would be different from my all team. Just so you know.
Yeah, mine too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. At center. Man, at center.
Come on, man.
God, let's see. Hakeem was my guy. Okay, Hakeem was a guy, but I'm gonna go with Shaq.
You gonna go with Shaq? Okay.
You know,
I ain't mad at that.
Shaq had footwork too. You know, I ain't mad at Shaq for the footwork.
And the reason why I'll say I like Hakeem better because Shaq. As I got older, I appreciate Shaq more. As I got older, but when I was watching, I said all he do is back people down and just dunk because he bigger than everybody. But you look at Shaq.
I like that.
But you look at Shaq though, he was athletic, dude.
He was very athletic, especially
being
young.
7'3",
young
big,
Shaq.
running like that. Even I would say he was athletic all the way to his maybe last when he went to the Celtics.
Right.
But up to with the Lakers,
yeah,
dude, he was dominant.
Yeah.
Like I said, I watch it now. I was like, I appreciate it more.
Yeah,
because knowing, you know what I'm saying, more about the basketball.
Yeah, and center, like I said, center wise, right now, it's I think it's Shaq.
Yeah. Okay.
The dream, I feel like Hakeem did the most. He was the most all around center of all time. I feel like, but my top, I think I'm gonna go with Shaq over Hakeem for the simple fact that he was more dominant. And when I think of center position, I think of dominance.
But he wasn't dominant in that when he played him in the finals though. The Rockets against the Magic, he misused Shaq.
That's true.
Yeah,
that is true.
But,
he was a young man.
But I think
he was a very
he
young
was
man.
real young. But he
was a very young man.
And he didn't know what he had. He didn't then.
Mm-hmm.
I think him losing that finals turned him all around.
Yeah,
That following year, he would play him again. He would have killed Hakeem.
Yeah, Hakeem was in his prime at that
You're
time.
Right.
Like I said, nothing against Hakeem. I like Olajuwon. Take nothing. But I'm gonna go with Shaq. I'm gonna go with Shaq for my top center.
But we're gonna be right back. I gotta make a change real quick. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all. We'll be right back. All right, yeah. So sorry about that. We back, and he was talking about his top 5. For right now, he said his top center.
His top center is going with Shaq.
Shaq. So we're gonna go.
I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go to power forward. Now, again, I'm going true positions now. Now, I know this is another generation of like pretty much everybody's playing like 3 positions, at 6'10", you know what I mean? Because everybody can shoot.
That's a new thing now.
That's a new thing. And like I said, I'm a old cat. I'm 38, but I can evolve my mind. I feel like I could change my mind.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't change their mind.
Yeah, I can. You can. Yeah.
I can change my mind. I feel like with the evolution of basketball, I feel like I'm open to seeing a center who can be dominant, and play the box like a Joel Embiid type and shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Now I was for you, fan. I was talking to a guy. He was saying, I think he was like a basketball trainer, whatever. He helped kids play basketball, and he was saying, in America, if you have a tall kid, you automatically gonna put him in power forward or center. He's not gonna be like a guard dribbling the ball. But he said, in overseas, they teach the kids every position. So even though you big, you can be able to dribble the ball.
That makes
sense.
What I'm saying? Yeah. That makes
but
sense.
here, that happened to me when I was at my age. I was tallest.
That's what they do in baseball too.
Oh, really?
That's what they do in baseball too. They teach all the positions in baseball. At an early age. In the little league, instead they teach all the positions to all the kids and give them opportunity to play all positions. But you're right. In America, they starting out, if you're tall, they stick you at a certain position.
I would love to be able to dribble the ball, dude. Because like right now, when I got in high school, like I said, I wasn't a star. I wasn't a big time. But I think being able to dribble the ball, being able to shoot threes, it makes you all. You could do so many positions. You know what I'm saying? But no, you're a center, so you go down low and post up rebound. Yeah, that's all you're gonna do.
Right.
So like my son, if he want to play basketball, I ain't gonna make him do anything. But I'm gonna have him dribbling the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna be tall too. Cause I was tall. I could tell he's gonna be a big guy. But I want to teach him how to be able to dribble the ball too. Be able to shoot threes, play defense like that. Yeah. Like you were saying, power forward is like. These guys now,
you gotta be able to shoot at power forward right now.
Embiid, he can shoot threes.
You gotta at least
Jokic, he can shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? Those guys, but like Shaq wasn't shooting no threes. Right. That wasn't happening.
Right.
But the times in has changed now, dude. It's all about the 3-point basket.
And so like we say positions, it's hard. Like center and power forward is tough. Yeah. Because there's no centers and power forwards anymore.
That's true.
They're all who the centers and
I think the centers is gone.
Prototype.
I think the power forward is there, but center that position is gone.
Yeah, the power forward, even the power forward, technically the true power forwards now. Who you got? You got Blake Griffin.
You got Blake. You got Aldridge. You got Anthony Davis. Is Anthony Davis a power forward or center?
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
But like you said, Blake,
Anthony Davis,
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's a power forward.
He's mobile enough to be a small forward almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Anthony Davis. So where do you what?
Like
what
right now, Carmelo is playing power forward for the Thunder right now.
Carmelo,
he's a power forward
right now,
but he's not a
getting
power forward.
older. But like I said, in his prime, he was a small forward when he was a number one.
Yeah.
So if you're the number one player, you're gonna be playing like a 3 or a 2.
Mm-hmm.
When you get older, you're gonna probably be pushed to number 4. And LeBron gets next 2 or 3 years, he's probably gonna be more of a power forward.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you never start out as in your prime as a power forward anymore. You know, you gotta wait till you get older and slower, because that's what the power forward position. But anyway, so my power forward all time, like I said, these are gonna be another throwback. He's not gonna be in the current generation. He's gonna be, it's
that's another thing we could do. We'll do a current and an old school. That's what we'll do.
But my center and power forward is gonna stay old school. It's gonna be like like I said, I toss up, and this is hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I go with Charles. I like Charles Barkley.
Right.
Because career wise, I'm gonna go. But my, what? If I shorten it, like my favorite player was Charles Barkley over a span of time.
Uh-huh.
But you know who I liked just as much, and probably for short, even a little bit more. I don't know if you remember this guy, Larry Johnson, LJ. You remember Larry Johnson?
I was just thinking that, dude.
Larry Johnson was the dude, man.
Grandmama, dude.
Larry Johnson was the dude,
and
man.
these kids don't even know who he
Larry
is.
Johnson was that dude. He didn't have his career wasn't really, you know what I mean?
But
I
think he's a Hall of Famer, dude.
You think so?
Yes.
I think his ability makes him a Hall of Famer.
With Charlotte,
but
dude,
he just kind of gotta,
Dude, and the thing about him is, he's another guy. He just disappeared, dude. You think about it. When did he retire? He didn't no speech, nothing like that. And I think he could have did that though. But yeah, Larry Johnson, man, sleeper, man. Sleeper.
At power forward, his athleticism and his like.
So you gotta have a power forward A and B. So that's you gotta do that.
Those two, man. It's like it's they toggle back and forth between Charles Barkley and Larry Johnson.
Yeah, like I said, this generation don't even know who he is.
Yeah,
man.
Now 1 through 3, of course, number one point guard is Magic.
Yeah, you gotta go Magic 6'9".
You know what I'm saying?
6'9", moving like that, dude.
Yeah.
He could play every position on the court.
Yeah.
And then, but going back to Charles Barkley was only 6'4", playing power forward.
Yeah. Now that dude was an athlete.
Dude,
now,
that small.
That dude was an athlete. Now don't like people kind of
they see him now.
His athleticism.
They see him now like he's a big guy or all this, and he talk crazy. But Charles Barkley was that guy, dude.
He was an athlete, man.
That
dude was an impressive athlete.
But like 6'4", 6'5", playing the power forward position. He's holding guys like 6'11".
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the average 6'4", 6'5", and dominating like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's no doubt.
Yeah, I get what you're at. And he's
Magic. Now 2 and 3 is very debatable. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, 2. Default you go with Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Because he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Number 3, man. Number 3, dang, I probably just go with LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What would you say? What would you say right now? What's the most dominant position? Like throughout, like from beginning to the end, like to right now. I think it used to be shooting guard, but I think small forward is that position that
small forward.
It's the most popular position because.
Well, yeah, because it's not a small forward no more. A small forward.
It's like a point forward.
Exactly. So small forward kind of embodies a lot of assignments.
Yeah.
I think defense. Naturally. So they
can play defense
forward,
and they can dribble the ball up.
You gotta have size and you gotta be athletic.
Right.
And that's today's player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta have
Kevin
size.
Durant.
The size has to be an athletic size. It can't just be
Right, like right now, Kevin Durant, LeBron, Simmons, Carmelo before he got older. But all those guys can play. They can shoot the ball. They can play defense. They athletic. So yeah, I would say that's one of the most popular. Like my all time before LeBron is Scottie Pippen. He was that guy that they never really had a true point guard. he was a point guard pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Like he brought the ball up the court. You know what I'm saying? He facilitated what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And Jordan, he was that guy. He played defense and he could shoot the ball. But I think Scottie Pippen, he was a foundation of that team, dog. To me.
Yeah, actually, I agree. I think Scottie was back then. Scottie was kind of a freak of nature. He was like something that was. When you thought of a small forward, you didn't necessarily think of Scottie Pippen before Scottie Pippen. Right.
Because then you got Grant Hill. Grant Hill, another guy, that same type of player, small forward, but he could handle the ball, all that. He wasn't like a shooting guard or whatever. He was that. He facilitated it, like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and Grant Hill, matter of fact, he just made the Hall of Fame. What do you think about that? You think he should have made the Hall of Fame?
Grant Hill?
Because I could.
Yeah, I mean.
Put like this, if he didn't make it, I wouldn't be like, oh. Even though we know he got injured, that's why, you know what I'm saying, his career ended like it was. But
when I think of Hall of Fame, I think of more than just a guy who just achieved, over a long period of time. I think of a guy who you remember.
Okay. So even in college.
Period. Like who Grant, you say Grant Hill's name,
okay.
You know who that is from generation to generation. They gonna know who Grant Hill is.
Okay,
you know who Grant Hill is.
Okay, got you.
You know Duke champion.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? You know he balled when he wasn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? In the
and
NBA.
we all know if he wouldn't got hurt, I don't think Kobe would have been Kobe.
Well, before Kobe there was Grant Hill.
Yeah, cause I wouldn't say Kobe wouldn't have been Kobe, but I'm saying he wouldn't have been that most popular guy like he was at the right time. Because Grant Hill was that he was going to be that guy.
Yeah, he would have had a brand.
Yeah.
If Grant Hill wouldn't have got hurt, he would have had a strong brand.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. The only thing I met Grant Hill at the Apple Store. He was in the Bitmore here. Mm-hmm. We played for the Suns. He came in. Mm-hmm. They loved him. He was a cool guy. Like I talked to him. Like, he wasn't like a jerk or nothing like that. He was a cool guy.
They all go to the Biltmore, don't they?
They all go to Biltmore.
They all go to the
because the Ritz Carlton's right there, so all the NBA guys go right there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I met him. He was a cool guy, but the only thing I didn't like was how he responded to when they did the Fab Five documentary. And how Michigan and them played them, and then he didn't like what Jalen Rose called him Uncle Tom. And to me during that time, he wasn't talking about him as a person, but you know what I'm saying. You had Duke, you know what I'm saying. It's like a white college, you know what I'm saying. We from Detroit, from Michigan, we all black team. So he didn't like what he said. I ain't like how he, because Jalen Rose said is I was a kid then. But he's still mad to this day because of that documentary. I don't like what he said about me and all the time. Like, nah, dude. They were kids. Like, get over that. And then the same thing with Chris Webber. He's upset right now because of the documentary. Like, dude, they had the Fab Five was that team. So they did documentary.
Hey man, look, it's a documentary. So what documentaries, the good ones do, is they upset people.
Yeah, it happens. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because they go back into time and they try and capture the mentality of the people during that time. So, of course, there's maturity that happens, right, throughout time. Hopefully, especially if you're a successful person.
Right.
If you're a successful person, you gonna experience you mature. You mature during, hopefully, anyway. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. But anyway, that's the assumption, right?
Yeah.
So why you mad? Like you said, to your point, why you mad? You know what I mean? This dude is.
I don't know exactly. If I find a clip, I'll put the clip on this episode. But I just didn't like how he responded. I love Jalen, man. Jalen Rose is dope, man. Like he not a Hall of Famer, you know what I'm saying? But he was a good basketball player though.
Yeah, Jalen Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he had his best time when he was Indiana.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was a hooper there, but.
Yeah, he was a hooper, man.
But right now, he's the best former player analyst right now. To me, he's the best.
Yeah, he's good. I like Jalen, man. Jalen's a cool dude, man. He, got a little style to him. You know what I mean? I appreciate the style he brings to ESPN. Give him a little flavor.
But yeah, so we were talking about the Hall of Famer. So Jason Kidd made it. Mm-hmm. He definitely got to get in there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Don't he got a chip?
He got one with Dallas.
Yeah,
he been twice though. Remember, he was in Jersey. He got beat by.
That's right.
The Spurs one year, and then got beat by the Lakers.
That's right. Yeah,
so
that's right.
He's been 3 times. He got 1. So, but you remember they used to call him Asen. Remember that? You know why they call him Asen?
Oh no.
He didn't have a J. So they took the J off his name because he couldn't shoot.
Yo, folks, like he got offended when they try to compare Alonzo Ball to him.
I would too, though. Don't compare that dude to me. Think about it. Jason Kidd coming in the league, he was dope. He wasn't no. Because think about it. We can talk about so much, dude. We're gonna do another 30 minutes, and because we gotta say some of this. But think about it. I didn't know who Alonzo Ball was until his dad started doing all this.
Right.
I'm not against that. I think it was a great marketing tool.
Oh, man.
You got your guy.
Oh, man.
You got him to the team.
It was awesome, man. I loved it.
I'm with it, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it, dude.
Yeah.
But like I said before, then we know Alonzo Ball because of how he played. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but he wasn't a dominant. He wasn't that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, the way his dad talked, it didn't match how he played. He was cool.
Absolutely not.
I think he would have been maybe a top 10. Maybe I would put him in number 8. He would.
What, as far as the lottery pick?
Yeah.
Number 8?
I'm thinking. No, I'm saying him getting picked.
That's what I'm saying. So
think about it. You got Tatum.
I don't know if he's a lottery pick.
What you mean?
Ball.
You say he would no? Because a lottery pick is the first 3 picks, right?
Is the first 3? I thought it was the first 10. No.
No, I think it's when
you do first 3.
When I do a lottery like on TV,
it's the first 3.
It's a first. It's a
is
first
that what
3.
it is?
No, you're right. It is 10, but the lottery pick.
You
top
don't
3.
call them a lottery pick if they.
That's what I'm saying.
10.
So
okay.
you put them in a lineup, but if you do a lottery, it's the first 3.
Yeah,
It's the main.
okay.
Yeah. So I would put them in. I would put them 8, maybe 8, 9. But you wouldn't put them top 10 at all. What you saying?
No, look just you know what
you
know why I do that? Because
look
look at the rookies. Look at the top 10 rookies. Look at the top 10. Look at what they doing compared to Ball.
I agree with you, dude. I agree with you. Like folks, he got hurt, but he's dope. The kid from Phoenix, what's his name? Josh Jackson. He's dope. Tatum, he's hooping. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got Donovan Mitchell. Mm-hmm. Was Donovan Mitchell even a top 10 pick?
I think he was 8. I don't know. I gotta look that up.
You got him. It's a quite a few guys. So
Dior,
dude, Dior, we need you here, dude. To be looking this stuff up, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because he could do that real quick for me.
But like I said, Jason Kidd being upset about that, I can see why, man. Because I don't compare him. But like I said, they call him Ace because he had no J. So, but late in his career, that J came though. Mm-hmm. It was in there. So
he's just not as fierce as a competitor as and I think that's the biggest knock on Alonzo Ball is he doesn't. Yeah. I mean, he needed his dad to be his mouthpiece because he doesn't have that vicious competitiveness and like without, like you said, without that promotion that his dad put in, does the fire show for Alonzo by himself without his dad even in the picture? Does it show enough to be presented as a lottery pick? Mm-hmm. Absolutely not.
Not at all.
So you can't compare.
And I think he's gonna be pretty good though. I don't think he'll be no Hall of Famer, but I think he's gonna be okay.
This is what I agree. This is what I say about Alonzo Ball. I think he has he has the upside, and you're gonna see a maturation. You're gonna see a progressive. I think year by year he's gonna get better.
Especially if he get better pieces like you said. If he get Paul George or LeBron over there, he got no choice but to be. All you gotta do is this. You ain't gotta take the last shot. You got no pressure on you to be carrying the team. You know what I'm saying? So he get those. They don't get 2 stars over there. So you get those 2 superstars with Magic over there. You get those 2 superstars. I think he'll flourish. I think he's gonna flourish.
I think he's gonna be successful. Whatever team he's on because he doesn't have that I'm gonna take over mentality that first. Young. And a lot of people will knock him for that. You know what I'm saying? Not being as aggressive. But I think the reason why his team is doing as well as his Lakers team is doing as well as they are is because he has a very, kind of a acceptable team personality, and he's workable, he's coachable, and that college type of prototype. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard to come by in the league, especially a guy with talent. A guy with talent, normally doesn't have that. That workable team philosophy that young. Right. You know what I'm saying? So. It's good. I think for him, as he's kind of in the back, I think they put him on ice now, right?
Yeah, in the point, they done. So yeah,
Now, With all that said, for him to be the face of the franchise, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
At all.
But he is right now. He won't be next year. Like I said, whoever those 2 guys come in, they're gonna take off.
Even now, there's so many players better than him on that team. Would you agree or disagree?
There's only 2. Skinny kid.
Well, you say only 2 as if that's like a.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's a.
Because you said like, the face of the franchise. You're supposed to be the best player on the team.
I mean,
so you the 3rd best player on the team. So,
right? Yeah, let's put it like that.
Yeah.
You the 3rd best player. That sounds.
Yeah.
That sounds more.
So and the other Hall of Famer, it was Steve Nash. Think about that one. Good. That's a good. I think he should make it.
I mean, he's a 2-time. Whether you agree or not, he's a 2-time.
He never
MVP.
made it to the finals.
Yeah, he's a 2-time MVP.
But one of the MVP he shouldn't have got. You know that.
But he's a 2-time.
He is back to back too.
Yeah,
Not just a 2-time. He's a back to back.
I mean,
and that second time, the first time,
Again.
That first time, he should have got it because he had a great year. But that second year, Kobe got in trouble, so they didn't give it to Kobe.
Listen, I feel like if your game that you presented while you was playing affected, you know what I mean, the league in a way where you are rememberable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like you are deserving of a nomination at least for a Hall of Fame, spot.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I had no problem with him
And
in the Hall of Fame.
I ain't got a problem with him being.
But that second MVP, I gotta argue with that one though.
Oh yeah, that's Kobe's. That's Kobe's.
Like that's crazy. Kobe played 20 years. He got one MVP.
And then there's like didn't he score 81 points that season?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He won championship that season too. They won a year.
That's crazy.
But how you play 20 years with one team, you got one MVP. Kobe got one. That's unheard of.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because they set that trend
Politics
that early, about MVP and who wins and who doesn't, you're not really mad if Harden wins it.
Yeah. You think they should give an MVP at the end of the season, like at the championship?
They need more recognitional awards.
They need seasonal. It should do a seasonal MVP, and then it should do a NBA
playoff,
like a
playoff.
I guess you do the playoff because the finals MVP is, like I said, the thing. But I think it should be a seasonal because some teams they don't make it. So maybe I think it should be 2 of them though. I think it should be like a outstanding, the most outstanding player or something like that, or something like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something more like.
But it should be just
congruent to
like the NFL. They do an MVP. They do an offensive guy and they do a defensive guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think NBA should do the same thing, probably something like that. Like the offensive guy like James Harden would get the offensive player of the year, but LeBron will be the MVP of the NBA.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you think about it, James Harden don't play defense.
Right.
So he is the best offensive player.
I think that there definitely should be some hardware saying that, hey, this is the best player.
Yeah.
In the league.
Yeah.
And and I
think about it,
because MVP is not defined that way.
Because James Harden ain't the best player in the world. LeBron is the best player in the world.
Right.
But he's not gonna get MVP though.
No, there's no hardware to say that.
Yeah.
I think
they should have like 2 of those. I think another person that made it, I'm not for sure. I think is Ray Allen. I think he made it.
Ray Allen, what?
He made it to the Hall of Fame.
Oh.
What you think about that one?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, his like the
He's
dude was like
clutch.
probably the purest jump shots you've ever seen.
Yeah, so he got to be on there.
Yeah, pure. I mean, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be like the same. You can't measure the same type of achievements for all the MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like I said, it has to be, something that you can look at the player and you say, oh yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
Put a stamp on the league in some.
Like one person when we argue about MVPs or Hall of Famers is one person that shuts everything down every single time. Like they talking about this guy on rings, this guy was about how many points he made. But I say Dennis Rodman. I think he averaged Dior. I need you here right now. Dennis Rodman. I think he averaged maybe 4 points in his career. But he's in the Hall of Fame because he did defense and he's like the best rebounder ever. So people talking about, oh, he ain't make these many points, but Dennis Rodman, I know he ain't average over 10 points a game his career. I'm pretty sure of it.
That's an interesting debate because now you're talking about role players.
But he's in the Hall of Famer though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's an interesting debate because now you're talking about role players and who was the best amongst a role.
Right. He played his role.
He played his role, but
he would get a rebound right under the basket. He wouldn't. I think about putting it up. He throwing it back out.
Yeah, and that's what you know him for. Again, I think that's where the Hall of Fame stands. I think when they're trying to figure out who's in there.
Cause I think if playing the Utah Jazz back to back the Bulls, if they didn't have Dennis Rodman, they would not have won that.
Yeah.
Cause he was like, I would say, a stopper, but he got into Karl Malone's head.
Yeah.
And Karl Malone was a monster.
Yeah.
But him getting into him and dealing with him, like, it's distraction pretty much. Because if he had to just play, Karl Malone would have ate him up, dude. Because Karl Malone, he can shoot, he'll dunk on you. Mm-hmm. He had an all around game too.
Yeah, and and I do think there should be some boundaries for the Hall of Fame. I feel like when you talk about it, we should be like. Nah,
yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like that, but if you can say a name and you can be, one word comes to your mind and like, yeah, he dominated it at that. I think it's fair. You know what I'm saying? I think it's fair. I may not get excited about it.
Okay.
I may not get excited about Dennis Rodman being a Hall of Famer.
But you can understand it though.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited about it. I'll be like, okay, that's fair. That's fair. But if you say somebody like Robert Ory, I'm gonna have
that's an argument though. That's an argument. People like he got 7 rings.
I don't, I'm not a problem with that. I'm like, that's not Hall of Fame worthy. I mean, come on.
He should know. He was on the right team at the right time.
Right,
got rings.
Right. Yeah. So
What should another? I got an argument at barbershop like maybe last year about another guy said it should be. I don't agree. He should be in there. We get your point, but they said Kevin Johnson should be in there. The Suns point guard. I'm like, nah.
Again,
he was cool, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him in there. I wouldn't vote for him.
I mean, they arguing me down. I mean, of course, I'm in Phoenix too. That's
Phoenix.
another reason. So, but I was like, nah, he ain't getting in there.
I mean, I would put
maybe
him in there,
maybe the Ring of Honor, but he ain't going to know.
Yeah, again, but there's some things you get excited about in arguments. Some things you don't. And I think, and that's my thing. And and I feel like that's how it. You should have some range in your arguments.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like to always be up in arms about something you disagree with is crazy to me. Like, we have personalities who make money off of being amped up. We know who they are.
Yes.
And so,
crazy, man.
Like, why are we arguing this so hard?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you say, okay, Kevin Johnson, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and that's your opinion, I'm saying, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. You know what I mean? And I may be like, I wouldn't get too upset if he wasn't in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
I mean, I'm not going to throw a campaign for him. Like, for instance, people would say, well, James Harden's the MVP. And they will campaign hard for him to be MVP. Right. And they will, like, hardly argue how LeBron is not the MVP. And you know what I'm saying? And these people, there's no way he can be over Harden. I'm like, listen. You know what I'm saying? I think it's close.
Oh, it's definitely close.
I think it's close. And like I said, if you want James Harden as your opinion because you see what he's doing and you're impressed by him, you know what I mean, more than you are impressed by, say, a LeBron James, then I can understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna disagree with you and say, hey, I'm not animated about LeBron winning. I mean, about Harden winning, but I would see it differently because what you're impressed by is very subjective. Yeah. Because you're impressed by means you just like the Kool-Aid for its flavor right now. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point, yeah.
Because, James Harden, he's doing something that's fresher than, say, what a LeBron James is doing. LeBron James has been doing it for a while. You're not as impressed because he's done it before and you've seen it before from him,
and like
so you're not as impressed by it. And that's subjective.
Yeah, and like we said earlier too, he's been the runner-up 3 years in a row. Yeah. So now he's like, you gotta give it to him now. Yeah. So next year, they won't be they excited about him winning no more. But LeBron will still be doing the same thing he's been doing. Like I say, LeBron can win it every year.
But see, like I said, it's subjective, man. I'm impressed by that.
Yeah.
That impresses me, say, more than some like a trend.
Yeah.
Like we know when Nas can put out an album after 10 years and it still be hot.
Right.
And me still bob my head for it is impressive.
Right.
Versus some new guy coming out with some new thing. You know what I'm saying? And I can say I can listen to it and I can be like, okay, I can vibe with that. But this impresses me too, and maybe even a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Impression. This is all subjective. Some people go too hard. I think.
Yeah, for LeBron to I think LeBron had the most pressure out of any NBA player in history. He has the most pressure on him, and he still the pressure he has. It'll make a guy fold up. But that dude, for him to do this, keep on doing this, people hate the guy, and the reason why y'all hate him
because of his ability to withstand all that pressure. His abilities, I think, to his mental capacity.
That's exactly what it is.
To be able to handle
it has to be this
that stuff. I think it bothers some people. You know what I'm saying? It bothers them that he's able to, mentally be able to push that.
His mental has to be on another level, dude. To go because. Yeah. Man, to go through all this,
but okay, I'm sorry to break, but then here's a good example of it, right? So you think about the scrutiny and the pressure that LeBron has faced, and his ability.
He's still doing it, still facing it,
and he's still facing it. But what happens? How does he address the media post? All the scrutiny, the burning of the jerseys, him leaving Cleveland and stuff like that. He's still doing things that he does,
right?
And he doesn't move. He doesn't move from him. You know what I'm saying?
He's still
now.
LeBron.
Let's go over to the Western Conference and the second best player in the league in Kevin Durant.
I know you about to go right here.
You know what I'm saying?
It's good.
Now he did. You know what I'm saying? He made a decision for himself. Whether you disagree with it or not, you can say one thing. But how does he handle it after the scrutiny of those who talk about it? It shows. You can see it on the court. You can see,
getting ejected. He never got ejected, dude.
Yeah, this is different. The
starting fight, trying to fight people,
social media fighting and all this other stuff.
Dude, if he
making up fake accounts and all this.
Like I said, the fake account. That's a good point. But like I said, if he had this thug, I'm hard now. If he did that with OKC, they would have won. But he was I'm backing out. Russell, he don't want to pass me the ball. That's why I'm leaving. But now, look at you now. Now you Mr. Tough. I'm tough now.
Now you're getting thrown out.
And like I said before, in my first episode, I said, people, please quit comparing LeBron going to the Heat the same as him going to the Warriors. Kevin Durant going to the Warriors. It's totally different. Now, LeBron would have went to the Boston Celtics that time when they had the big three. He went over there. That's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But he went to Miami Heat when the way he was already over there. One person. And then he went over there and then Chris Paul came over with him. It was three of them. But Kevin Durant went to a team that won 73 games.
I'm sorry.
They had three.
What were the Heat doing before LeBron got there?
It was horrible. They wasn't that good.
Exactly.
So he goes to a team with the best record of all time, 73-9, and he goes over to a joint team over there. Yeah, when they beat you. They beat you. You had them up 3-1, which you could have went to the finals, and they lost because of you. It wasn't Westbrook. You had three back-to-back. You had back-to-back turnovers.
Right.
You lost the game. Clay, he lit you up for 41 points, game 6. Mm-hmm. You was guarding them. It wasn't Westbrook wasn't guarding them. You was guarding them.
Right.
So it's all because you. But you go over there, like I said. It's like an apple pie. Apple pie is excellent by itself. I love apple pie. Or warm, it's good. When you put some ice cream on it, makes it even better. Yeah. That's what he was to the Warriors. Yeah. They had apple pie right there. He came over there. He was at ice cream on top of it, and then you won. You're supposed to win. You're not getting double teamed. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. But the thing that I think I can never ever let go. And my critique of Kevin Durant is not the fact that he went to a team that was 73 wins in the history book, or won a title already. It's the fact that team came back on you from 3-1. That very team
to go to the finals
came back on you and you go and join them a month later.
And they was recruiting you too during the season already.
That's the craziest.
And you go over there.
That is what the definition.
Like you getting beat, you getting a bully beating you up, and you say, "I don't be your friend, man."
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. And I think that's the perception that and I'm gonna take, and I think a lot of people are gonna, take and keep on his.
Right, I'm always put that like I say, he got a championship now, and he can sit at the table. But to me, he at the kids' table. You ain't at the big table because you won one, but you in the room. You the kids because you ain't. He knows it would have meant more to him if he would want OKC a championship. He know it would have meant more to him because. Go and say it was to me. It was easy, man. It was easy. It was an easy win.
Yeah.
Not saying he didn't work hard. He did work hard, and you know what I'm saying. But it was easier, though, dude.
I think that the thing that's so incredible about that whole thing is who the skill sets that Kevin Durant possessed, and how you just never seen that in any other player before.
Right.
And at 7 foot and
shooting
him
like
to be able
that.
to shoot like that
And dunk on you,
and dribbling, and just
yeah.
his skill sets was just crazy. Never seen that.
Like
And
he's
for
a
him to
pure
have
jump shooter.
that mentality and that, you know what I'm saying, and that, that weakness, you know what I'm saying. I feel like that you couldn't compete against that. You feel like you could not compete with who you had enough to get you what you wanted.
That's a good point too, because LeBron, when he went to the Heat, his best player on his team besides him was Delonte West. This dude, Durant, you left another superstar, not an all-star, not an okay dude. You left Russell Westbrook. He no scrub.
No, he's not a
so
scrub.
You ain't leave a bad team.
Yeah.
LeBron left a bad team to go get him. If he was staying in Cleveland, dude, they weren't winning.
Right.
But to me, you was one game from going to the finals.
That's the thing, and that's the thing that I'm gonna carry. Now I'm going to say this: I love Russell Westbrook.
Love him, yeah. That's my favorite player.
I love Russell Westbrook. Now,
I'm
gonna play devil's advocate just a little bit. With Russell Westbrook, there's still questions. I love him to death. As a fan, I love watching that dude.
Right.
But like again, I'm gonna look in between the lines as if I'm playing, which I'm not. But and I'm gonna question how easy is he to play with.
That's true. Yeah.
And now I'm not gonna say. Like I said, I'm not gonna give the benefit of the doubt to Kevin Durant as far as consideration moving and say, hey, because to me that's a weak move to say, okay, the player that I'm playing with is hard to play with, so therefore I'm going to leave and go elsewhere. That's one thing, but you don't have. But I don't think that's a fair assessment in your mentality where you think it because you didn't just go anywhere else. You went to a certain place, and that certain place was a team that had all these other accomplishments, and so you can't really fairly use that as a premise to go somewhere else because the place you went, if you know what I'm saying. So you know what I mean, scratching that premise, but I'm gonna be fair and say, I'm gonna say, as much as I love Russell Westbrook,
and we all know that,
I would question, as a player, how easy it is to play with.
But you're the best player on the team. You leader the team. You gotta demand that.
That's true. Like I said,
the way you do that on the court,
it's not really a knock against Westbrook.
Right. You're on the court and you say you don't. You be like, hey, give me the ball. Yeah. Do it in front of everybody. Give me the ball. Nah, if he's still acting like that, then I see what you're saying. But if you do it in front of everybody. Do it in practice. Hey, dude, give me the ball. Or go. I tell you, hey, I'm not leader of the team, dude. I was here first. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we could work together, but I'm Batman, you Robin.
And look. I feel like even if you had that on your team, you let the management handle that.
Right.
You let the coach handle that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You handle because look, Shaq and Kobe had a similar type of friction off the court, and as far as who's the alpha dog. But they won 3 championships, dog.
And Kobe knew Shaq was the man. He knew that.
But he didn't want to believe. He felt differently.
But
he may have knew, but he felt differently.
But Westbrook felt the same way.
You can feel that tension.
Yeah,
and they had that same tension. I think.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, but I said, there was success on this. There was something to build on in Oklahoma City. There was success on the court. You know what I'm saying? They put them up 3-1 against a 73-win team. They put them up 3-1 against a 73-win team. Something was good.
Yeah.
That was going down. Something good was going down. So why can't we build off of the good? That's the frustrating thing. Why can't we build off that good?
And another thing too,
the 3-1 deficit and coming back from you affected you so much.
Another thing too, though, people don't realize is he had one more year on the contract. He had to leave. He could have played one more year with Russell. To me, I respect it. You play one more year with Russell, and then nothing happened, then you leave. I'm cool. Go to the Warriors then. You had one more year. You could have played with that team.
Give it one more shot. You was that close. You know what I'm saying? That close to a title.
But nah, it didn't happen. But like I said, he did. Like I said, I ain't mad at him. I was mad at him at first, but I ain't mad at him no more as I was. He did what was best for him and best for his family. But at the end of the day, too, like we were saying, generations. This is generation now. That's how they do stuff now. That's how they roll with their friends and they teammates and you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I think they do roll with their friends, but I wouldn't match that with what Kevin Durant did.
Right, because he wasn't cool with them. Yeah, he wasn't cool with them like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't correlate that. I wouldn't correlate that with that, and that's how the young people do it now. I wouldn't correlate that. Yes, the young people do things differently.
Yeah, but you right.
But I wouldn't correlate that what he did. I would separate that all together because you know.
I agree because he ain't no Clay and Draymond and all of them like that.
Yeah, like you said, you wouldn't compare that with LeBron James' decision. You know what I'm saying?
Because if he went to the Celtics,
I think it's isolated.
Yeah.
That's his personality. That's
people say,
Kevin Durant.
He started super team. No, that's a different. He got a different super team. Because like I said, if LeBron would have went to,
he was part of creating the super team.
Yeah, but he ain't. Durant was totally different.
There was no creation.
Like I told them, that year he left Cleveland, he asked for help. He got Antoine Jameson and the old Shaq. He got an old Shaq and this ain't gonna help me. So I'll leave too. When around the same time when Kobe almost came to Phoenix, he was like, I need help over here. They brought Paul Gasol to him. Yeah. And look what happened. Yeah. That's help. Yeah. You bring over Antoine Jameson and old Shaq? Nah, man. I'm out of here too. So man, we almost did 2 hours up in here, man. Talking about some good stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
So y'all, we gonna give it up. We gonna give it up for my brother over here, man. We gonna give it up for him for joining the podcast, man. So y'all, studio, we gonna give him a hand clap right quick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I like that.
So thank you for coming to the show, man. So
no problem.
And y'all remember, man, we gonna have him in here again. It's gonna be an annual thing. Like I said, we're gonna have Dior in here. We're gonna talk about sports, man, because we could talk about sports all day, every day, dude. So we're gonna make this happen, dude. Like I said, I think this is gonna be successful too. Let's talk about sports and not just sports, other things too.
Yeah, we can talk.
You know what I'm saying, but it's gonna be mainly around sports. Like I said, the dominant sports. We ain't gonna be talking about no hockey in here. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna talk about no badminton and stuff like that. We're gonna talk about basketball, football, baseball. Right. You know what I'm saying? And if something happen, if we talk about it, then yeah, we'll do that. But we're gonna talk about the main sports out here, man.
Yeah,
so
keep it light.
And we're gonna be prepared too. We're gonna have stats. Like I said, we're gonna have nephew Dior in here too. So that's how we're gonna do things, man. So anything you want to end with? Anything you want to end with?
No, man. Hey, thanks for listening. If you are listening, and
turn your controller back on because we're gonna finish this fourth quarter. So that's how we definitely gonna do that.
For sure.
So, but go ahead. Give people your social media tags too.
Oh yeah. So I'm at Stroker Pops. So if you can find me on Instagram, Stroker Pops. That's my handle. I got a Facebook page, Stroker Pops. I'm a creative professional, so what I do is I freelance as a graphic designer and multimedia artist. So
and he do great work, y'all too.
So yeah, if you need any
check
work,
him out.
Holla at me. You know, I got some other things in the fire. I do documentaries too. So yeah, find me on Facebook. You know, find me on. I got a website, strokerpops.com as well. So
spell it for them so they can know what that is. And we'll put it on the screen too. But
all right, Stroker Pops, STROKEOFPOPS. Stroker Pops.
Cool. So yeah, so check them out, man. That's again we're gonna get the hand claps for my boy Nate Earl Anderson, baby. So this is the episode right here, man. So we gonna finish off. Y'all can watch a little bit of this game. We're gonna go back to this game, turn your controller back on, and we're gonna finish this game up a little bit, and then we're gonna be out. So yeah, y'all. That's how we gonna do it, man. We're gonna end it like this, y'all. So The score is 30-27. He got the ball. And we're going to see if we're going to make it happen. So we're not going to finish the whole game because it's only the third quarter, but we're going to end it like this, y'all. So, yeah. Yeah, he might come back on me, man. Oh, bad turnover. But, yeah, we definitely had Dior. Because Dior, he going to love this, too, playing this game in here, too. He going to love that.
Yeah,
I know
it.
We should call him in here, dude.
We should call him.
We should call. That's what we're going to do.